Hi everyone, my name is Nina Melendez. I am the Virtual Content Specialist for Multilingual Learners and English Language Learners for Mathematics grades 9 through 12. We're going to look at a resource to use today using Desmos. I've spoken about this before, but if you might have missed this is a good way for students to share their graphs with you and with their classmates, and it's through making sure that they have not only a Desmos Activity Builder account, but that they have a Desmos account and know how to use the graphing calculator to save their graphs and be able to share them with you, the teacher. And they can also share it with each other during lessons. So first, to start, as a small resource, I have put this in other lessons. So if you've seen my videos, have the resources, you've seen the key vocabulary word. This is just to give students a brief overview of what solutions are, just to refresh, and how you identify them from a graph. Since we're going to be using Desmos with quadratic equations, it's going to be good to refresh all those vocabulary words, especially with our English language learners, to make sure that they are using the correct words and that they know that sometimes they might be asked about the same concept using different vocab words. So once you go and open Desmos, once I have opened Desmos, I see right now I am not logged in. Many of you might have already have Desmos account. Desmos has a wider range of activities that you can use for your kids, and you can make your own activity. But if the students don't have an account, or if you haven't used this feature, I hope this is helpful. So you're going to go ahead and click login and make sure you log in either with your school email or the DOE email or the email you're using for your kids, whether it be on Google Classroom or whatever platform you're using in your school. Then I'm going to go ahead and log in. And then once I am logged in, you see that I have my account right here, have my name on the top portion. So the students this week have to use Desmos a lot. So let's say you want to model something, you can always share your screen. I usually teach my kids how to do this by sharing my screen, walking through the steps a couple times, then breaking down the steps in a form of a to-do list, and then having them do step one. Once they finish step one, they let me know, and then we move on to step two as a whole group. So in this manner, if they are going to write down one of the quadratic equations, I think one for the was y equals x plus 5 times x minus 3. They're able to see, let's say a student wants to make sure that this is graphed correctly, or a student identifies that the solutions are -5 and 3, and they want to show you on their graph. You can also teach them how to label a coordinate. So if we go down here, the students can go ahead and put their labels, -5, 0. So there I have one solution, and I can click label and it'll label it on my graph. And I can go ahead and do 3, 0, and I can ask for it to be labeled. Now, if I want them to be labeled in the same color, I can go ahead and modify this right here, ask for the labels to be maybe in black, so that way I know that this is the solution to a single equation. I can click done. And instead of the student screenshotting this whole thing and importing it, they can go ahead and title their graph. So I am going to call this quadratic solutions. And I'm going to put my name. I like students to put their name, and they can click save. Once that is saved, now I can share this graph. So I can go ahead right here to this gear where it says share graph, and it'll generate a link, and I can just copy this link. And this link, when someone else goes ahead and opens it, it will populate the graph that I just made with the labels. So students are able to then share this graph with you. You're able to see it. You're able to see if they're graphing it correctly. Now, let's say that it's a different day and they are graphing a brand new graph. They will have here a bank of graphs that they have used. If they ever want to refer back to their graphs, as you can see, I have many, many, many graphs. They can refer back to them. I have my students save their graphs, and that way they can always have a nice bank of examples. Just a good way to have a nice bank of examples. Now, this also helps when you want students to connect ideas and have collaborative conversations, because they can share their graphs with one another, whether it be on a Padlet, whether it be in a group project, in a slide, whether it be in a document. And they are able to then look at other people's graphs and learn from other students' understanding. I hope this has been helpful, and have a lovely day. Bye.